Rockstar Journeys, where you're the star of the various journeys upon which we do partake. Your host, Deacon Beacon and Jenny G. This week's fantabulous adventure, really special one for me because of my close association, is the band Tesla. This week we saw them just a few days ago at the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada. And they were just fantastic as always. Fantastic, consummate musicians. Jeff, the singer, and Frank, particularly the guitar player that I've seen over the years. Everything from open Coliseum, big stadium concerts, to very intimate settings. Last year we were just talking about seeing them at Indian Casino way up by Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, just outside of Spokane, Washington. And then a couple days later at the Canyon County Fair outdoors just outside of Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, we saw Jeff. He was poking his head out and probably yelling at one of his roadies. We just saw him right out there.
At the county fair. Yeah, right outside. Beautiful, fun time together. He smiled and waved at us. We could have probably twisted his arm to do an interview or something, but it was just before showtime, and I know how critical that time is. I didn't want to bother. But I've got so many stories about running into Frank, just kind of surreptitiously, not even on purpose. Everything from Riverbend Amphitheater in Cincinnati, outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. There, with 2015, they were on tour with Styx and Def Leppard, and I run into Frank in the crowd in between bands, just walking around. That's Frank. And I remember I ran into you not that long ago at UCLA. You guys were out there in the rain outdoors playing some sort of charity event, and he was there at that time with his teenage son, who I got introduced to. More recently, I ran into him with his own Frank Hannon band outside of the Whiskey A Go-Go, right there on the sidewalk on Sunset Strip, and I got a couple pictures we can share with that. Where else have I seen these guys? Oh yeah, I ran into him. He introduced himself to me and my girlfriend at the time, Chelsea, outside of 4th and B in San Diego, a little club that isn't even there anymore since they opened up the House of Blues down there. That was back probably 2002, and he was so enamored, he invited us to come to the next show, which was a couple days later at the Mandalay Bay House of Blues in Las Vegas. Got to go backstage and talk to Jeff and Frank there. That's one of the largest dressing rooms I've ever seen, especially for just a smaller club. It's not even an arena. It's bigger than some of the arena backstages I've been into. But just great people, always real people. Here's what I want to emphasize here is, I remember reading an article just recently about how they didn't want to be lumped in with the glam bands they were kind of associated with at the time when they came out in the 80s. And mainly because of the hair and the fact that they played, electric music. But they are much more approachable. I've been backstage so many times, so many concerts, and there's no one more real than Frank and Jeff from Tesla. And their music reflects this. It's from the heart. Constantly Jeff talking when he does talk, not a whole lot of talking like some guys waste time during the concerts with a bunch of crap, but whatever he does have anything to mention during the show, it's all about love. It's always about love and the good music that they make. And this show was no different. So excited to be able to share Tesla with you. Hope that they continue to go. One of the few classic rock bands from that era that is still touring with the kind of energy and talent that they, some people kind of, they might still be playing, but they're not really bringing it the way these guys can still bring it. Let's put it that way. And most of my favorites are just gone. So please enjoy some of these songs. We got some of the most beautiful music here. What You Give, Changes, No Way Out, Modern Day Cowboy, still my favorite, going all the way back to the beginning of Modern Day Cowboy. And just every time that comes on, it gives me a tickle. So please enjoy some of the best classic rock that's still out there. Now you folks, you're watching this now, have a chance to see them. They'll still be on tour down there in Southern California, where I come from. They're doing a couple of Indian casinos down there within the next few weeks. And they're doing the rest of the country, a lot of the places that I've been to other concerts for. So really sit back and enjoy some of the best music you'll hear in classic rock. It's still around, that you can still see live today. It's Rockstar Journeys, where you're the star of the various journeys upon which we do partake. Rock and roll! Woo!
Maybe who's the one I was on your mind? And who is the reason you're living for? Who's the reason for your smile? You are. I feel so lonely and I know I'm not the only one to ever feel this way. I love you so much that I think I'm going insane. I'm going crazy. Out of my head, I'm going crazy. Out of my head, I can't think about nothing but your good, good love. What you giving? Say what, Reno, Nevada, say what? That's more like it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, everybody. Everyone needs somebody, and you know, everybody needs someone.